right, so they're going to be discussing Bill C-11, which was C-10, an act to amend the Broadcasting Act and make related and consequential amendments to other acts. They're calling it the Online Act. So, Minister of Heritage is doing it. The second reading is February 2nd. Summary. This enactment amends the Broadcasting Act to, among other things, add online undertakings for the transmission or retransmission of programs over the internet as a distinct class of broadcasting undertakings. Specify that the Act does not apply in respect to programs uploaded to an online undertaking that provides a social media service by a user of the service unless the programs are prescribed by a regulation. So as soon as you become professional, update the broadcasting policy for Canada set out in Section 3 of the Act, among other things, providing that the Canadian broadcasting system should serve the needs and interests of all Canadians, including Canadians from racialized communities and Canadians of diverse ethnocultural backgrounds, socio-economic statuses, ability and disabilities, sexual orientations, gender identities and expressions, and ages, and provide opportunities to Indigenous persons, programming that reflects Indigenous cultures and that is in Indigenous languages, and programming that is accessible without barriers to persons with disabilities. Well, I kind of like this one. It would be nice to have a program to help Google have Indigenous translations and stuff. That would be, I kind of like that one. There's a lot of Canadians are interested in it, but we don't have enough content, in my opinion. Enhance the vitality of English and French linguistic minority communities in Canada and foster the full recognition and use of both English and French in Canadian society, including by supporting the production and broadcasting of original programs in both languages. Well, it's already done online. YouTube translation is easily done. Specify that the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission, the Commission, must regulate and supervise the Canadian broadcasting system in a manner that takes into account the different characteristics of English, French, and Indigenous language broadcasting and the different conditions under which broadcasting undertakings that provide English, French, and Indigenous languages programming operate. Okay, so it takes into account, among other things, the nature and diversity of the services provided by broadcasting undertakings. Ensures that any broadcasting undertakings that cannot make maximum or predominant use of the Canadian creative and other human resources in the creation, production, and presentation of programming contributes to those Canadian resources in an equitable manner. So what does that exactly mean? That is, CRTC have to decide this. Now, this is the summary. The bill is larger. We'll have it down below. Facilitates the provision of programs that are accessible without barriers to persons with disabilities. Well, that's nice. Takes into account the variety of broadcasting undertakings to which the Act applies and avoids imposing obligations on any class of broadcasting undertakings if that imposition will not contribute in a material manner to the implementation of the broadcasting policy. Now there's F. Amend the procedure relating to the issuance of the Governor in Council of policy directions to the Commission. G. Replace the Commissioner's power to impose conditions on a license with a power to make orders imposing conditions on the carrying on of broadcasting undertakings. So this is over. Leave your comments down below. H. Provide the Commission with the power to require that persons carrying on broadcasting undertakings make expenditures to support the Canadian broadcasting system. Now, what does that exactly mean? That's so very broad now. Authorize the Commission to provide information to the Minister responsible for the Act, the Chief Statistician of Canada, and the Commissioner of Competition, and set out in the Act a process by which a person who submits certain types of information to the commission may designate the information as confidential. Now, this is my scary one for me. Now, they're going to ask for all the statistics on our channels and everything, and then what's confidential? Well, leaks don't happen. This is, you're going to have to hand over your information on your timings. I mean, it's just very, very scary to me. I'm not sure. Please leave your comments down below. We're going to have to hear more about this from experts. Geist, I hope, pipes in very shortly. J. Amend the procedure by which the governor in council may, under Section 28 of the Act, set aside a decision of the Commission to issue, amend, or renew a license, or refer such a decision back to the Commission for reconsideration and hearing. So, well, they're going to be able to pull people off the internet. Specify that a person shall, cancel culture, here it comes. K. Specify that a person shall not carry on a broadcasting undertaking other than an online undertaking unless they do so in accordance with a license or that they are exempt from the requirement to hold a license. So what are the exactly requirements to the license? Now that's, we got to go to the CRTC to find out where that comes on. That's a big question. Harmonize the punishments for offenses under Part 2 of the Act. Harmonize, that's great. And clarify that due diligence defense applies to the existing offenses set out in that Act. And M. Allow for the imposition of administrative monetary penalties for violations of certain provisions of that Act or of the Accessible Canada Act. And there you have it, folks. That is the summary of Bill C-11. They're going to be discussing it now. Hopefully this debate is full and it just doesn't go pass through like it was on the second. Leave your comments below, please. Have a good day.